everybody! Welcome to your Tiny Townies live stream. And I am teacher Lesley from Make Believe Productions. I'm so excited to be with you to start off Monday with another storytelling session. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. If you are here already, please comment your name, your age, and how you are with the start of the week. Once again, guys, if you are already here, I can see that there are a couple of people that are tuned in already. If you're here, please comment your name, say your age, and tell me how you've been this start of the week. I'm so excited to start off the week with yet another beautiful story for you guys. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for more people to come in, I'm going to play for you the lyric video of The Magic of Stories. So please do enjoy this. And in a little bit, we are going to sing this together. So I'll play that for you guys right now. Enjoy!
Centipede, it's possible you'll see with the magic of stories. You can be anything you want to be. Climb a mountain, swim the seas, find a treasure.
Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed that, the lyric video of The Magic of Stories. And if you want to listen to that, guys, or rewatch it, it's on the Make Believe YouTube channel, and you can also listen to it on Spotify. So anytime you want to go on a storytelling adventure, you can play that song and immerse yourself in the magic of stories. So once again, everybody, to those that have just tuned in, welcome guys to another Storytelling Monday here on the Alabang Town Center Facebook page. I'm Teacher Lesley. No, not Teacher Spaghetti, but Teacher Lesley from Make Believe Productions. And just to let you guys know, we've been doing stories from the Brothers Grimm for the past 2 weeks already. We had Snow White, and then last week we did Red Riding Hood, and this week we are going to tell you the story of Rapunzel. So of course we know the Disney version of Rapunzel, but are you guys familiar with the Grimm version? I'm going to share that with you today, and that is going to be a lot of fun, and we are going to start that in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you guys. So again, in the meantime, if you want to comment your name, say your age so that I could give you a shout out, please do that. And guys, if you want to join me, because one of our rules, which I will be saying later on, is that we all have to explore and of course take this time to create. So if you want to pull in a fabric, because we're going to use this in different different ways. We're gonna use this to play the mother and also the enchantress. And we're even gonna use this later to pretend to be long locks of hair. Wow! So it's really, really amazing with just a few stuff we have at home, all of the things that we can do with it. So you guys can get yourself this, like a fabric, because I'm gonna share with you later during our storytelling session, there is going to be a lot of things, or there are going to be a lot of things that you can do with this piece of fabric. What are other things that you can get? You can get another piece of fabric, and then this is what I did, guys. I have this little cute stuffed toy, and I wrapped it in fabric because this is going to be sort of like a lettuce head. A lettuce head. Why? Because actually the name Rapunzel means this is like something that you can eat. It sort of looks like lettuce, and it has its flower as well. Rapunzel or rampion. This is what Rapunzel was named after. Now you might be asking, what? Why was Rapunzel named after something that, is sort of like a lettuce or a head of lettuce or a plant that is, something that you can eat? Well, I will explain later. All right, so you could get that. Or you could just get like another piece of fabric and bunch it together, and you can imagine that it is a head of lettuce. Oh my gosh. But I placed my stuffed toy in it just so that it's a little bit bigger. There. And then if you want, you can also get like a headband or a headdress. If you have a crown, you can put that around your head as well for when we play Rapunzel. Or if you are going to pretend to be the prince, you can even have sort of like a little crown as well around your head. And other props that I have is I have this hat over here like this for when I play the father of Rapunzel. So if you want to get a hat, you could do that. Hi there, Amara. Amara from Batangas. Wow. Thank you so much, Amara, for joining us. How's the weather over there in Batangas? It's quite sunny over here. Last night it was raining pretty strong, but now the weather is sunny, and so I'm really glad. It might mean that we won't have any like signal interruptions, and everything will be nice and smooth. So Amara, tell me, how are things in Batangas? All right, guys. So we have about 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left before we start with our storytelling for today. Again, guys, if you are with us and you've just tuned in, please say your name, your age. Do you have a favorite fairy tale? Because we have been revisiting the Grimm fairy tales, and I'd love to be able to find out, do you guys have a favorite fairy tale? Maxi Boy is watching. Hello there, Maxi Boy. Thank you so much for joining. Maxi Boy, where are you from? Let me know. And guys, oh my gosh, we are gonna start in 2 minutes. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes before we have our story. This is so exciting. Maxi Boy, tell me where you're from and how are you? Tell me how you are today. So I was just, telling people about my props. You can have a little headband that you will wear as a crown because our storytelling is interactive. So I am not just going to, be reciting it, but I'm actually going to be acting it out with you, guys. It is so exciting. Hi, Teacher Ria. How are you? Thanks so much for dropping by, Teacher Ria. So Teacher Ria, in the previous live stream sessions, of course, was our resident chef. And she, shared with us a lot of delicious recipes. And for those of you that miss her, don't worry, because you will see her in one live stream session. I won't give it away, but you might be seeing her on a Monday. Really exciting. Okay, guys, we have about 1 minute left. 1 minute left before we start, and I am really excited for this. And if you guys are excited, if you're happy, just comment down below and tell me how you're feeling. It would be great to know how you guys are feeling. We have about a minute left, you guys, a minute left, and we are going to start in a little bit. All right, you guys. Okay, wow, it is already 3 o'clock, and everybody clap your hands. Yay, and everybody say hooray. And can everybody say happy Monday? All right, Monday means different things to different people. For some of us, we're all over the place. But, for some of us, Monday, it's a brand new week and it's so exciting. But no matter how you started your Monday, whether it was relaxed or a little bit hectic, we're so happy that you are here for our Tiny Townie live streams and that you're here for our Storytelling Monday. Maxi Boy is 6 years old from San Pedro, Laguna. Oh, wow! So we have friends from Batangas and we have friends from Laguna. How exciting is that? Okay, so guys, once again, I am teacher Lesley from Make Believe Productions. So happy to be with you today. And as we begin, guys, we just have 3 rules. Can you make a number 3 with your fingers? Okay, and everybody, can you say rule number 1? Oh, wow, that was kind of loud. Rule number 1 is that this is your time to explore. So if you were with me earlier, guys, I was talking a little bit about some props. If you want to get a fabric, we're going to use this a lot to put around your head or to use as a shawl or to use as very, very long hair. That is something that is available to you. So, guys, I will give you 5 seconds to pull in your fabric in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Do you guys have your fabric? Okay, that's cool. If you're still looking or rummaging for it, no problem. Rule number 2 is no matter what, you guys, we have to keep on creating, all right? A lot of things can happen. Well, I'm really glad because on my side of town, the weather's pretty good. So I imagine that I won't have any problems with the internet signal. But just in case something happens where there is a lag or a delay or I freeze or I sound like that's okay, guys. Just keep on creating. Act out the story. Imagine what's gonna happen next because this is an experience that we are going to create together. And the last rule is the most important rule of all. Rule number 3 is we all have to have fun. Are you guys ready to have fun? I can't hear you guys. Are you ready to have fun? One more time. Are you super duper duper ready to have fun? If you're super duper ready to have fun, say I'm ready to have fun. Okay, guys, so now you know the drill. For those of you that have been with me for quite a while and have been with our other storytellers, know that the next thing we are going to do is we are going to sing the magic of stories. Oh my gosh, and if it's your first time to come along, do not worry. All you have to do is follow me. It's really, really easy. And then we're going to come up with different poses during the song. Okay, is that a deal? All right, with that, can you snap your fingers and say, music, please, maestro? Maestro, music, please. Okay, yes, I'm the maestro and I need to play the music. So I'm going to play the magic of stories for you right now. Sing along with me. Oh, let me rewind that a little bit. Okay, there we go. Can you guys hear it? Clap your hands. Traveled? Have you traveled to crystal seas? Ran on rainbows, and swung through trees. All you need is to find the key. Read a book, you'll see. There are worlds that the eyes can't see. With furry monsters, and kings and queens. Where you play chess with a centipede. It's possible, you see. How with the magic of stories? With the magic of stories. You can do anything. You can be anything you want to be. Let's pretend to be Rapunzel with long hair. Climb a mountain, swim the seas. Find a treasure, come with me. You can be anything. You can be anything you want to be. And let's pretend to be a tall tower. With a magic of stories. You can be anything. You can be anything you want to be. And be the evil enchantress. Climb a mountain, swim the seas. Find a treasure, come with me. You can be anything. You can be anything you want. Say it to the person next to you. Anything you want. One last pose. So we are definitely ready. And guys, as I was saying a while ago, I just wanted to share with you, we have been going back to the fairy tales of the Brothers Grimm. So who are they again? These are brothers that really made it their life's work to collect fairy tales and folk tales to be able to pass it on to the next generation and many generations to come. And they were able to collect more than 200 different folk tales and fairy tales. And I'm going to share with you the book that I have here. This is the Complete Grimm's Fairy Tales, and this is something that I got in Fully Booked. And Fully Booked, of course, is in Alabang Town Center. So guys, if you want to get a copy of this, to go through the different fairy tales with your parents, this is something that you can get at Fully Booked. So if you take a look at this, oh my gosh, I haven't even finished going through everything, but this is, yes, over 200 fairy tales. 210, oh my gosh, fairy tales to be exact. So this is something, again, that we can get at a Fully Booked over at Town Center. Now with that, guys, we have the title of the story, which is Rapunzel. Can you all say that? Rapunzel. And actually another name for Rapunzel is the rampion plant or the rampion flower. And that is how it looks. Oh my gosh, it's this leafy plant and it is actually edible. And if you collect it, it can look like lettuce. That you can eat and make into a salad, and it actually flowers as well. So this is an example of a rampion flower. Guys, isn't that so pretty? It is very, very pretty. So that is the rampion, and that is the rampion flower. Really, really interesting. And that is what Rapunzel was named after. Did you guys know that? Because we just know her, of course, as the heroine in Tangled, right? But we didn't realize that she was named after a plant and after a flower. Oh, wow. And look, oh, Ian, Rapunzel is my favorite princess. Hello there, Tammy. Thank you for joining us. And Amber's gonna wear her Rapunzel costume. Oh my gosh, yes. Please do take a photo. We'd love to be able to see it. So again, Rapunzel or rampion is a plant, an edible plant that looks a little bit like lettuce, and I'm going to show you again, it also flowers as well. And that is what Rapunzel was named after. Now guys, we are all familiar with this version of the fairy tale, right? The Rapunzel version of the fairy tale. But guys, today I am going to share with you the Grimm version of the fairy tale. So are you guys ready? You can bring in your props. Yes, you can wear your Rapunzel costume. And if you're ready, guys, can you all say once upon a time? I need you guys to say it even louder. 1, 2, 3, and go say once upon a time. And even louder one more time. Say once upon a time. So my friends, this is the story of Rapunzel. Wow, I'm so glad that this is a favorite of so many of you. So again, guys, we will be doing the version by Jacob and Willem Grimm. All right, can you say it one more time, you guys? Say once upon a time. So this is the story of Rapunzel or Rampion. There was once a man and a woman who had long in vain wished for a child, and at length the woman hoped that God was about to grant her desire. So kids, if you have your shawl, can you pretend to put this around you and pretend to be the mother and say, oh my goodness, it is my heart's dream to have a child, and it is my hope and my wish to have a young daughter that I could call my own. Oh, that is my wish. And her husband also said, oh, to have a child who will have your eyes and who will also have my strength of character and who will take on after us would be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful dream come true indeed. Oh my goodness, children, you have to help me. Can we all pray? And can you say, oh God, please grant this couple a child. If you could include us in your prayers, we would so appreciate it. Can you all say it at the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Oh dear God, please grant this couple a child. Oh kids, kids, I can feel just the earnestness of your prayer. And can you say it one more time? 1, 2, 3, and go. Oh God, please grant this couple a child. Oh my goodness, kids. Thank you so much for your sincere prayers. I hope that the prayers too come true. Now, kids, thanks so much to your prayers. Their own prayers combined with your prayers were answered. And so pretty soon, kids, the woman was with child. Oh my goodness. Children, thank you so much for praying along with me. I'm so happy to tell you that I am with child. I'm so excited. And because all of you have prayed for her, I know that she will be healthy and strong and lovely and beautiful in every single way. I'm just so happy. Oh, honey, are you happy? Oh, absolutely. I am absolutely happy. And I'd just like to thank you, children, as well, for all of your prayers. Thank you for helping us pray for a child. And because of that, our deepest dreams are now coming true, because now my wife is with child. Oh my goodness, kids. Can you see how grateful they are to you for helping them? Oh my gosh, can you give yourselves a round of applause? Now, kids, these people, I'm going to show you where they lived. So that is their home. They lived in a very humble little cottage. But outside of their cottage, it was surrounded by a high wall. And guys, outside of their cottage was the most beautiful garden that they have ever seen. It was full of the most beautiful flowers and herbs. And also, it was full of a delicious leafy looking vegetable called the rampion or Rapunzel. Can you see that? And it was so fresh and green that the mother, who was with child, was craving for the rampion. And she said, oh my goodness, children, can you see that? Can you see the greens where our neighbor is? Isn't that so luscious and so delicious? Oh, I wish to have some. I would like to eat some, because you know, children, a lot of times when you are with child, you will crave for a lot of different food. And I am looking at that rampion garden and looking up close. Oh my goodness. And also looking up close to that rampion flower, children. And it's just so delicious and I can't stop craving. But there's no rampion in our garden. We just have a few flowers. But over there in our neighbor's garden, oh my goodness, it looks so delicious. And I think I should want to have some. Oh, I wish we had some rampion in our own garden, but we don't have any, kids. Oh, I am growing pale from longing. I feel that if I don't have rampion to eat, I will not be strong enough during this pregnancy. So, kids, she pined away. The mother pined away with longing. Has it ever happened to you that there was some food that you were craving for, that you wanted to eat and you couldn't stop thinking about it, and you knew that you wouldn't be at peace and you wouldn't be able to rest until you were able to eat that delicious food? Can you comment, kids, what is food that you have longed for? Because we know that Rapunzel's mom, the mom who was carrying her, was longing for some food. And her husband, kids, noticed that she was pale, and he said, oh my goodness, children, why is my wife looking so pale and looking so ill? She is with child. This cannot be. I must ask her, what ails you, my dear wife? And she answered, oh my dear husband, if I can't eat some of the rampion over there, look at that. It just looks so delicious. If I'm not able to eat that right now, I believe that I shall wither away and I shall waste away. Goodness, kids. Now, of course, the husband was very alarmed by that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, she is craving for some rampion and she must have to have it right now. Just like Teacher Nini is craving for Indian food, my own wife and my beloved wife who is carrying our baby needs to have some of the rampion. If not, she will wither away and she will waste away, and that cannot be, kids. I have to take care of her while she is carrying our baby. And so, all right, I will During twilight, I will climb over the fence into the garden and I will get one piece of rampion for you, my dearest. One piece just to be able to satisfy your craving. And of course, kids, the wife was very grateful. Oh, really? Is it something that you will do for me? You will climb over our fence during twilight and get some of that luscious rampion for me. I'm so grateful. And so, kids, at twilight, he clambered down over the wall into the garden of the enchantress, and he clutched a handful of rampion and took it to his wife. So he was able to be very successful, and he said, okay, that wasn't very easy, and it was very tiring crawling and climbing over the fence and then crawling through the garden. I needed not to be very obvious because it's not really good actually to take some rampion without some permission, kids, and I'm only gonna do this once, I promise, because she is really hungry. And here is your rampion, my dear wife, to satisfy your craving so that it will not waste away. Now, kids, Rapunzel's mother, the mother was feeling very grateful, and she said, oh my goodness, oh my dear precious husband, thank you so much. And she proceeded to eat the rampion greedily. So kids, if you have a piece of fabric, you can wrap it up and pretend that it's the rampion, and can you pretend to eat it? And after that, oh my goodness, the craving is satisfied. I am so happy, my kids. Oh my goodness, thank you to my dear husband. And so, kids, craving satisfied. Oh my goodness. And of course, the husband promised and he hoped not to have to do that again, all right? But kids, many days passed, and again the wife saw the rampion garden and she said, oh my goodness, I know I had my fair share of rampion already, but I am craving for some more. I need to have some more of that luscious, delicious rampion. If not, kids, I am going to waste away and wither away, and I feel so weak again. I need to have those delicious green leaves. Oh my goodness, kids. Do you think the husband should try to go and climb the fence and crawl into the garden and try to get some rampion that doesn't belong to them? Who says yes? And who says no? Raise your hand. Oh my goodness. And so the husband said, all right, my sweet, all right, I do acknowledge that you are feeling a little bit hungry, and your cravings again are getting the best of you. So kids, I will do it one last time. One last time, I will climb during twilight. Kids, can you pretend and climb up the fence? And I'll crawl through the garden and I will get you your delicious rampion. But this will be the last time. All right, this will be the last time. Here you go. Here is your rampion, my dear love. Again, I will just do this one last time, I hope. And the mother said, oh my dear love, thank you so much. Now craving satisfied, and kids, if you have your head of lettuce or your little rampion, you can eat along with me. 1, 2, 3, and eat. Delicious, craving satisfied, and thank you so much, kids, for eating along with me. Now I feel strong, and I feel like I can carry my child, and I feel so light, and I feel energized, and I feel refreshed. So kids, of course, they hoped that that was that. But one day, guys, oh no, the wife's hunger got the best of her again one more time. And so, kids, she told her husband, oh my dear, I know that I've asked you for this 2 times already, but really 3 times a charm, and I promise you, I promise you that this will be the last time. And the husband said, oh, but my dearest, I've already gotten rampion for you twice without permission. I think the 3rd time is not a good idea anymore. It's not a good idea anymore, kids, right? Oh, but my dear husband, I feel like I am wasting away and I don't know what to do, and I need to have some of that rampion or I won't be able to take it. Oh, please. Oh, my poor wife. Kids, what do you think? Should I go into the garden, climb the fence, and crawl into the garden one more time to get Rampion one last time? My dearest, do you promise me that it will be one last time? Oh, yes, my dear, I promise you. It will be one last time. If you could get the Rampion for me just this one time, I promise you, I will be so, so, so grateful. Oh my goodness, what do you think, kids? Should I go and get it one last time? Should I get Rampion? It's just one head of lettuce and she has so many in her garden. What do you think, guys? Okay, I am going to go and get some Rampion one last time. So kids, can you climb up the fence and crawl into the garden with me? And I'm going to get one last Rampion. But then, kids, they thought that their neighbor was just an ordinary lady. But then, as the husband was about to pick one more Rampion, okay, I'm about to get it now, and I know that I won't be caught. 1, 2, 3, and an enchantress appeared, kids. They did not know that in fact it was an enchantress who lived and who took care of the garden. They thought initially that it was just a regular woman, but this is who she really was. And she said, "How dare you? How dare you descend into my garden and steal my Rampion like a thief? You shall suffer for this." Oh no, kids. And the husband was like, "I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please have mercy on me. I am just your neighbor. And I did not want to do this. And I only made my mind to do it out of necessity. I'm so, so sorry. My wife, who was carrying her child, saw your Rampion from the window and it looked so luscious. And you did such a great job growing the Rampion. And she longed for it so much. She said that she would wither away and waste away if she did not have a taste. So I only got 2, and now I was just going to get my 3rd, and so please forgive me. Kids, can you tell the enchantress to forgive me? 1, 2, 3, and go. Please forgive me. One more time, kids. I need your help. Can you say it one more time? 1, 2, 3, and go. Please forgive me. Forgive me. Please forgive me. I know now what to do. Please forgive me. Forgive me. Now, kids, do you think that the enchantress was gonna forgive the husband for what he did? Who says yes? And who says no? Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for asking for forgiveness from the enchantress. The enchantress said, "All right, I forgive you. And I forgive you because these children have been helping and have been asking me for forgiveness. Because I've seen that many people are saying please to forgive you, then yes, I will forgive you. And I will allow you to take as much Rampion as you can." I can have as many Rampion as I want. Oh, my wife will be so pleased. But oh my gosh, kids, the enchantress is saying but. Do you know why she is saying but? She said only on one condition. You must give me the child, which your wife will bring into the world. It shall be well treated, and I will care for it like a mother. You must give the child to me, and all shall be forgiven. What? What? In exchange for Rampion, we must give up our child? Yes, there is no other way. If not, you both shall be cursed for stealing my Rampion. Oh my goodness, kids. Oh no, kids, I don't know what to do. But it's right because I've taken away the Rampion and she is an enchantress and we are no match against her. Oh my goodness, I think I will just say yes and then we will just figure it out. You really want to take our child when it is born? Yes, I will take your child when it is born. All right, I'll just say yes for now, kids, but then we will find a way. All right then, all right. Yes, you can take our child when she is born. Good. And now you can take as much Rampion as you want. Oh no, kids. And so what happened was the husband took all the rampion for his wife. Oh no, I know, guys, you're all saying, oh no. So he was able to take all of the rampion for his wife, and she was able to eat it very, very well. But when the woman gave birth to a little baby, the enchantress appeared and took the child and said, I will name this child Rapunzel, after the rampion that you loved so much. Her name will be Rapunzel or Rampion. And the enchantress took Rapunzel away from her family. Oh my goodness, kids. Now let's see what happened next. And she was locked in a tall, tall tower. And here is Rapunzel, kids, all grown up. She was locked in a tall, tall tower, and her hair was made to grow very, very, very long. And here she is, guys, in the tall, tall tower. Isn't she so beautiful? Can you all say hello, Rapunzel? And can you say, oh, we feel so sorry for you locked in the tall, tall tower? And now, kids, she had extremely long hair. So you can take your fabric and you can tie it around the edge of your hair, or you can, place it here at the end for the boys, and you can pretend to have really, really, really long hair. Now, kids, her stepmother, the witch or the enchantress, made her hair grow very, very long, so that when the enchantress would leave and go to the forest and come back to the tower, she would say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And Rapunzel would let her hair down. Can you say that with me, kids? Can you say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your hair down? One more time, guys. Can you say it? Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your hair down. And with her magnificent hair, just as finely spun as gold, she would unfasten her braid, and down it would go, and the evil enchantress would climb up to get into the tower. Oh my goodness, kids. Wow. So can you imagine that? You having long, long hair and you letting it down a tower, and then the enchantress climbing up. And the enchantress was always telling Rapunzel, you cannot leave the tower. You must stay there because it is safe. And Rapunzel, just listening, trusted and said, all right, mother, I will listen to you, even though it's very, 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 very boring here, and I keep on wondering, when will my life begin? Oh my goodness, I will just stay here, and I will just be a good daughter. You're right, guys. It's like she's stuck in quarantine. That's absolutely it. She was stuck, and she couldn't have her hair cut, which is, what is happening to so many of us right now. Now, kids, so that is what happened day in and day out. The evil enchantress would leave early in the day to run some errands, go to the forest, look for some food for them, and then at the end of the day, she would say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, and she would climb back up to the tower to bring food to Rapunzel and other things that she had searched for during her stay in the forest or during her day out. Now, kids, after a year or two, it came to pass that the king's son, the prince, rode through the forest and passed by the tower. He was able to listen to a song, and he said, wow, that voice is so beautiful. And he followed after the voice, kids, and he found himself in a tower. Wow, yeah, it does sound familiar. So he found himself by a tower, and there he saw, oh my gosh, the enchantress climbing up, and he saw the long braids of gold, and he was able to catch a glimpse of the beautiful Rapunzel. And he said, oh my goodness, there is a beautiful lady living in that tower, and every day there is an old lady that climbs down, and at the end of the day, when it's time for her to go back, she calls out, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And this beautiful lady lets down her hair, and the old lady climbs up. And so he observed, guys. He watched day in and day out, and he said, I think I would like to meet this beautiful lady. And so I am going to try to pretend to be the old lady. Oh my goodness, kids, you think he will succeed? So one day, when the enchantress, it was her time to leave in the morning, so she climbed down, and the prince made sure that she was out of sight and that she was gone far, far away. And then he tried to copy the old lady's voice, and he said, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. And Rapunzel was thinking to herself, that is so strange. It seems that the voice of my mother had changed. Do you think, kids, that I should let my hair down? And then the prince called out again, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, it's me. I ended early. Let down your hair. Can you all shout that, kids? Can you say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, it's me. Let down your hair. Can you say that one more time, kids? Rapunzel, Rapunzel, it's me. Let down your hair. And Rapunzel again was thinking to herself, well, kids, that is really unusual because my mother usually comes later on in the day and she sounds very different and she sounds a little bit more energetic. But should I let down my hair? Perhaps she did finish with her errands very, very early. Or maybe I should look out the window, but she gets very angry if I peek out the window because she says I really should just stay inside and not even peek out at all because it's dangerous. And if somebody gets sight of me, they might hurt me. All right, then I am just going to let down my hair. And so, kids, Rapunzel let down her hair and the prince climbed up. But she noticed, why does it feel a lot heavier? It feels so much heavier. I don't understand. It doesn't feel like my mother at all, but it seems like my mother is climbing up a lot faster than she usually climbs up. Oh my gosh. Hi guys. I'm so happy that your favorite is Rapunzel. And finally, oh my gosh, the prince stepped inside and Rapunzel was so shocked and she screamed. She said, ah! Oh my gosh. Can you try it, guys? Can you say, ah? Oh my gosh! Mikel Ray and Giovanni Joaquin Valbuena of Muntinlupa. Hi, you guys! Oh my gosh, guys, Rapunzel was so shocked because it wasn't her mother. It was a total stranger. And she shouted out and she said, Stranger! Oh my goodness, and the prince said, oh, but do not worry. I am a friend. I am not here to harm you. I was passing by the tower and I saw your mother climb down and climb up again and I knew that I had to meet you. And Rapunzel said, really? Yes, I need to meet you and I want to be your friend. Can I be your friend? Yes, I know Rapunzel shampoo is really strong. And Rapunzel said, kids, what do you think? Should I allow him to be my friend? But my mother said that everybody out there is not kind, and that is why she locked me in a tall tower. Should I agree to be his friend? All right, I will be your friend. And he said, that's wonderful because I've been quite lonely and I'm looking forward, Rapunzel, to having you as my friend. And so, kids, they became friends. And what the prince would do is whenever the mother would leave, he would climb up and he and Rapunzel got to know each other and they became very close friends. And he said, Rapunzel, I think you should marry me. And she said, what? Marry you? But we just met. And he said, okay, maybe it's too soon to get married, but I want to show you the world, and I want to show you to my kingdom, and I want to introduce you to my parents, and I think that life is too short to be locked up in a tower. Maybe we can go out. I'd love to show you the world. And Rapunzel said, okay, I would love to see it. I would love to see the world, and maybe then tell my mother and prove to my mother that it's all right if I go out, that it isn't bad if I go out, and that she could actually trust me to go out. And he said, okay then, Rapunzel, let's plan it. I'm going to take you out and show you the world. Wow. Now, kids, so they continued their friendship and they made their plans for the prince to show her the world. Oh my gosh. And they made plans and wanted her to see the forest and the trees and beautiful flowers up close and show her the kingdom and also show her that the world wasn't a bad place to be in. And so they made the plans as to when they were going to do that without the mother knowing or the evil enchantress knowing. Now let's see, kids, what's going to happen next. One day, kids, while it was the evening and Rapunzel was with her mother or her stepmother, the evil enchantress, without thinking, she thought to herself and she said, "You know what, mother? I wonder, how come, you're quite slow when you climb up my hair. But when the prince does it, he does it really, really fast. He climbs up so quickly, even if he's heavier than you. I wonder why that is the case." Oh no, kids, Rapunzel wasn't thinking. And so the evil stepmother or the enchantress said, "What? You've been having visitors while I've been away?" And Rapunzel said, "But no, he's just a friend and he wants to show me the world. And he's been teaching me songs and he's been telling me about different flowers and the different kinds of trees. And he wants to show me his kingdom and introduce me to his parents. And he says that the world outside is not bad." And the stepmother said, "How dare you disobey me? Because of this, Rapunzel, I will cut your hair." Snip, 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 snip. You're absolutely right. Rapunzel spilled the beans. And so, oh no, kids, her hair was cut by the enchantress. Because of that, you will no longer have long hair. And there, guys, she really cut it all off. Oh no. And kids, out of her anger, she cut all of Rapunzel's hair and she banished Rapunzel far, 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 far away in the forest. And so Rapunzel wandered around not knowing where to go or what to do. Now, kids, do you know what happened next? Oh my goodness. Having the hair of Rapunzel, the evil enchantress stayed in the tower and waited for the prince to come. And she said, "I am going to trap that prince because he kept on going into the tower without my permission." Oh my gosh, Kyle, I'm so happy that you love these stories. And so we're getting to the most exciting part, because the evil enchantress was saying, "Ha ha ha. So now that I have Rapunzel's hair, I will wait for the prince so that when he calls, I will lure him up to the tower and then I'm going to punish him for seeing Rapunzel without my permission." Oh my gosh, kids. And so, guys, the prince, thinking that the evil enchantress had gone away, went and did his routine. And he said, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." And the hair was let down. Can you guys pretend that the hair was let down? But this was no longer attached to Rapunzel's head. It was now the evil enchantress that had it. And so he said, "Something feels different, but it's still her hair. Okay, I'm gonna climb up." And guys, can you pretend to climb up and climb up and climb up and climb up and climb up? Now, when he reached the top, he saw that it was not Rapunzel, but it was actually the evil enchantress, who said, "You ruined everything. You went to see my child without my permission and you tricked me and you were going to take her away to see the world. This cannot be." And oh no, kids, she pushed the prince down the tower and the prince fell up. But don't worry, kids, he just fell amongst the bushes, where unfortunately there were many, many thorns, which pricked at his eyes, and because it scratched his eyes, he had a hard time seeing. And so, kids, oh my goodness, the evil enchantress said, "Ha ha ha! And now all who have hurt me have been banished and now are gone. I've taken the child away from her parents and now I've banished her for disobeying me and now I've banished the prince as well. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha!" Oh my goodness, kids, are they ever going to find their way to each other? Let's see what happened, kids. And so the prince, as I said, hurt his eyes against the thorns because he fell against the bushes, and he wandered around looking for Rapunzel, saying, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, where are you? Rapunzel, where are you? I know you guys are saying, oof, it's terrible. So the prince, the son of the king, was roaming around the forest with his eyes still scratched by the thorn, saying, Rapunzel, Rapunzel. And kids, also away in the forest, Rapunzel was looking for him, and she said, Prince, my friend, Prince, oh Prince. And then, kids, they heard each other. From a distance, she said, oh, could that be the prince? Who was saying, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, Prince, Prince. And they slowly made their way to each other. So kids, can you shout, say, Prince, Prince, I'm over here. And the prince was shouting, Rapunzel, Rapunzel. Now kids, till eventually they found each other. Oh my goodness. They were able to find each other. They were reunited. And what happened was, when Rapunzel saw him, she saw him and she wept and she cried. Oh prince, I found you. Can you guys pretend to cry? Oh prince, I found you. I found you, prince, I found you. And as she cried, kids, her tears fell on his eyes that were scratched by the thorns, and her tears were able to heal the prince, and so his eyesight was restored. And now after that, kids, they were able to spend time together, reunited, they got to know each other, and the prince was able to show her around the forest, around the kingdom. He was able to introduce her to his parents, and eventually they fell in love, they got married, and they had a family. So can you see that, guys? It still ended happily. And guys, there you can see that with their children, they had twins, that they lived happily ever after, and the prince was eventually crowned the king of the kingdom, and Rapunzel became his beautiful queen. Now what happened, kids, to the evil enchantress? We don't know, but we know that she wasted away in the tower because she didn't have any love for anyone. She didn't have any love. She didn't care for any of them. She wasted away alone in a tall tower with no friends and no family to call her own. So we can see, guys, that we learn from this story that if you are kind and good, you know, things will come to right again, and that you will be able to find your way back or find your way to your loved ones, and goodness and friendship and love will always prevail. And can you say it with me, guys? The end. Can you clap your hands? Yay! Wow, 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 wow. I'm glad that you guys like this story. So guys, tell me, do you like this version of the story? How different is it from Tangled? It's pretty different, right? Yeah? So this is the Grimm version once again, guys, of the story Rapunzel. And we find that even if it's different, you know, we don't see the lanterns, but we find that there is a beautiful happily ever after too, wherein they get married, they get to know each other, they explore the forest, they explore the kingdom, they get to know each other, and then they get married, and they have children, and they live happily ever after. The end! Yay! So guys, yay! I'm so happy that you like that happily ever after. Just to let you know, on Wednesday, we are going to have Rapunzel themed art with Teacher Nini, and you guys are gonna make mandalas. You guys are gonna make mandalas with Teacher Nini, and then on Friday, it's very special because I have wonderful news. You are going to meet Rapunzel herself. Are you guys super excited for that? It's super duper duper exciting. So we hope that you guys can continue to join us for more tiny towny live streams coming to you this week. And for next week, we have even more fairy tales, and in the following weeks we have even more stories to come. Really exciting. Oh, you're very welcome, Kyle. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. And before we go, you guys, let us sing the magic of stories one more time. And guys, also, if you dressed in a Rapunzel costume or if you had a makeshift costume, can you please upload the picture under the hashtags Tiny Townies Create and hashtag Make Believe at Home? We'd love to see it. All right, guys, let's sing one last time. Have you traveled?
Have you traveled to crystal seas?
Ran on rainbows.
Ran on rainbows and swung through trees.
All you need.
All you need is to find the key. Read a book, you'll see.
There are worlds.
There are worlds that the eyes can't see.
With funny monsters.
With furry monsters and kings and queens.
Where you play chess.
Where you play chess with a centipede. It's possible you see.
With the magic of stories.
With the magic of stories.
You can be anything.
You can be anything you want to be.
Rapunzel.
Climb a mountain, swim the seas. Find a treasure, come with me. You can be anything you want to be.
With the magic.
With the magic of stories, you can be anything you want to be.
And be the evil enchantress.
Climb a mountain, swim the seas, find a treasure, come with me. You can be anything you want, anything you want, anything you want to be.
Thank you so much, guys. Once again, we'll see you for more Tiny Townie live streams. Please do follow Alabang Town Center on their Facebook and Instagram, and also click going to the event page ATC Live Streams for Kids, just so that you can see our various announcements and activities, and also be a magic seeker. Join the Make Believe tribe by following Make Believe on Facebook, Instagram, subscribing to YouTube, and also following our TikTok account. Once again, on behalf of Alabang Town Center, thank you so much, guys, for starting off Monday with us creatively, and we'll see you for more Tiny Townie live streams. Happy Monday, everybody. Bye. Thank you.